$4,000 for this grant. Thank you for all your support. Very successful. I wanted to give some of our candidates an opportunity to say a word or two. I hear that, candidates, a word or two. These are politicians. They don't know how to speak except for two. But first, let me introduce two of our county candidates who are with us right now and give them an opportunity. First, Ray McHugh is here. Ray is our county controller and running for re-election.
I can tell it's another year. It's a pancake breakfast. I can judge it by pancake breakfast and spaghetti dinners. But it's always great. Northampton gives us a lot of support. We really appreciate it. Luckily for me, in the primary, I don't have any opposition, but Michelle Christian does, and Duke Donnelly, who was here earlier, do. So we would certainly appreciate your support for our endorsed candidates. Thank you.
As Ray said, our next candidate is Michelle Christian, a local woman from Northampton Township, lives right here, former committee woman in Northampton, and she is running for Weinstein+Barry. If you have no idea what a Weinstein+Barry does, ask her later. Michelle, thank you for joining us today.
Hi everyone, thank you so much. I have received such overwhelming support here in Northampton. I really appreciate it. Please continue the hard work. We really need your help on Election Day. I'm looking for Election Day volunteers, and I am looking to meet your friends, neighbors, and talk to anyone about what a Weinstein+Barry is. And I really, look forward to winning and then winning in November. So thank you so much.
The next person, which I will give a little bit more time to, is our state representative, Scott Petrie, the shortest guy in the room. And I don't mean Scott, I want you to have you join us. I wanted to give you a
Well, thank you, and I want to thank you for all your past work, and ask that you give our candidates the same support you've always given me, and I know everything will be fine. I want to fine-tune my comments to one particular race, and I'm going to actually look ahead a little bit, which is something you're not supposed to do. But the supervisor race, I think I want to impart some information on you that may be helpful in understanding what's going on in our community. There are 5 supervisors in Northampton Township, and 2 spots are open. The 2 spots that are open, I'm going to talk about these 2 individuals. They've been in office for 6 years. And in 6 years, guess how many emails, phone calls, conversations, or requests I've gotten from either of these 2 individuals on any issue? None. Not once. Not once. It's kind of shocking to think that you would have 2 representatives that would invariably need to cooperate with either Mike Fitzpatrick at the congressional level or myself or Tommy, and never even have a word. Not a topic. Hey, we're going to vote on this bill involving municipal issues. Hey, we need help with this. And think about the local issues that we've had over that 6-year period. We had the sewer project. We had the little mini cell tower issues and all that. Now, on the other side, the supervisors, how many times have I met with Eileen or George or Vince over those same issues? Hundreds of emails in play. So when you look at that and you balance it, you have to ask yourself, why do they not communicate? Do they not care about our community? That's my conclusion. They don't care. They don't care about the issues that are important enough to come and call me and say, hey, help us out with this. So I think, well, in most campaigns, a lot of us are political, just for polls. You're looking for wedge issues. They did something wrong. Well, let's tell you what they did. They did nothing. They're doing nothing. They've done nothing, and they'll continue to do nothing. So please, give support. Larry obviously been connected to my hip for a long time, and Barry Moore I know personally for 6-8 years. Been in the solar business. A great human being. Larry's a wonderful individual. They're both logical, independent independent thinkers. They're going to represent you well. They're going to listen. They're going to return your phone calls. And believe me, they're going to be on my block when they need to, which is what you want. So, please support the entire ticket. We've got a great ticket, and tell your friends and neighbors about what's going on in Northampton. And let's set the course back on the right track. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce our terrific slate of local officers, our candidates for office. We'll start with the supervisor's race. As you'll see on the sign, despite the fact that it's not in alphabetical order, it's Weinstein and Moore, or Larry and Barry. I'd like to give the supervisor candidates a minute to say hello, and really it's a team that are working very well together, out knocking on a lot of doors and meeting those. Larry, well,
good morning, everybody. Really great to see everyone here supporting our whole ticket. I'm really honored to be part of supporting these. Barry running my running mate, and Bob, tax collector, and Carol for auditor, and then our school board candidates, our pilot, Marley. It's really a great team. When you think about who's responsible for giving us all the wonderful amenities that we have in Northampton, there's only one answer, and that's been the Republican leadership. Republican leadership has been responsible for the library, this building, the senior center that we're in now. Republican leadership has brought us more soccer fields, more baseball fields, more this play on. Republican leadership has brought us more open space fields for adults and kids alike to marvel at the beauty of this township. I grew up here, I've been here 30 years, and I've gotten to appreciate and reap the benefits of what our Republican leadership has done. As George, or Eileen, or Vince, or Pete before them, and Jim Kinney. It's been the Republican leadership that has made this township what it is. And of course, all of us in this room have been quite upset over the past couple of years when Democrats took over. And it's been 2 years now, they've been running board supervisors, and as Scott so eloquently said, they really haven't accomplished anything. They've spent a lot of money, and of course, there was no tax increase this year because it's an election year, but the Democrats are in next year. I promise you there will be a tax increase, so we need all of your help, everybody in here, to continue to support us and make sure that that doesn't happen, that we on the Republican side can take over the township again, restore honest, effective leadership to all of you. Look forward to doing with Barry and the rest of our team, and just leave you with this. The first night that the Democrats took over the majority of the Board of Supervisors, the first thing that they did was decided that the township employees had it too easy, and they took away Christmas Eve as a holiday. And that's been the spirit that they've been running the township in. And I know we're a few months out, but just want everybody to keep in mind summer and then into November. Let's give the Democrats an early Christmas present. Let's give them a little pull in their stuff.
Yeah, sure. My name is Barry Moore. I'm a 20-year resident of the town, and I'm very excited to be a candidate, endorsed candidate for the Republican supervisor spot. Like all the other candidates, I've had a chance to walk around, meet a lot of people, and I really sense the desire now for change. People, I think, are tired of the board of supervisors being stalled. There's a lot of important issues facing our township right now. As Larry indicated, a lot of accomplishments have been made with the senior center, the library, the parks, things like that have been accomplished over the years, and now we've stalled with no vision whatsoever. And I think there's a lot of important issues. We have to talk about downtown Richboro, downtown Holland, all the roads need to make improvements, things like that. We still have the schoolhouse that's not been sold yet. And that's something that can be turned into revenue for the township. It can help offset tax increases. It can be a nice revenue base. There's a lot of important issues. And what we need to do is we need to get everybody's support, because this will be a difficult election. I think you're going to see the Democrats really trying to fight and control Northampton Township. That's just not going to happen. I mean, I think we have very strong support. Every person we knock on the door, and my shoes are getting worn out, every single door you knock on, we're getting very positive support, because people really want change. They want to go back to where we were before. And I think with the leadership, and obviously with George and Eileen on the board now, we need to bring back control of the Republic. And I want to thank everybody today for the support. want to thank everybody in the kitchen, George and Vince and Steve and all those guys cooking, and everybody coming out on this beautiful day and help us and get back to the public control. Thank you very much.
Our next candidate, I just want to say hello. He's been out knocking on more doors. That all of our candidates have worked hard, but this guy's worked particularly hard. Almost as of today, he's already hit 700 doors in this primary. He doesn't have much of a voice left because he's been out talking to others. But that's our candidate for tax collector, Paul Press.
5, you have to talk louder.
I think I got that one voice left.
Standing in line behind my boss and my day job, which are around too. And I heard him say to George, George, these takes me long. And George says, no, I'm going to make one for ground time. And he says, it's a groaner. Well, if you look at the two countries, the unit charge that's the real problem. We have two great candidates here. Let's take them into the federal council.
And on every slate of candidates, you need someone to bring the beauty and the personality. And so we have an auditor candidate who does that. She brings beauty and personality to the slate of all the rest of the candidates.
So much money. Ladies, we have got to make Republican women come to the floor. Okay? Dave is giving me an opportunity to be a president. I'm asking you, as women, to let all the rest of the women know Republican women are here. We are strong, we are determined, and we are not oppressed. We are not Stepford Wives. We are real human beings that care about our community. Right? So, I'm running unopposed, which gives me a slight advantage in the primary. I don't know what my opposition will be in the national election, rather than the general election. So, I need support. And I need you to get out into your communities and talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, tell them we're here, we're real, we need your help. Right? So, we're going to vote on the 21st for all of our fabulous candidates. I'm going to be there working hard. I hope that all the rest of you will be there voting. That's what we need. We need your presence. We need your votes. And your support. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for supporting all of us. And Dave has been fabulous. We are so happy to have him as our leadership. So thank you very much. And I'll see you in August.
And our last two candidates are school director candidates. They are running in specific regions, so they do not overlap all of the districts in the township. But I wanted to introduce them. Some of you will say, why aren't they on my, why can't I vote for them? They only are in particular districts, and they'll tell you which ones. And I want to introduce you to those individuals. We'll start first with Ed Farley.
Hi, my name is Ed Farley. I'm a 21-year resident from the township. At least one of my 3 kids in the township school. My youngest is almost through South right now. I like the quality of the education. Taxes. I'll say low. Home taxes down and spend money on that and spend kids that are living in the private sector and experience with like small farms and private sector. And I'm asking for the vote on school board meeting 3. That's election district. And get out
Our final candidate, school director, is Mark Violet. Mark, I've wanted to run. The two of them will make a great team, along with the rest of our Northampton team on the school board. So, Mark?
Yeah, I always say I think I'm going to change my name to Marty Crazy, because every time I tell people I'm running for school board, they say, "You're crazy?" But, you know, when Dave and I started talking about it, I chewed on it for about a month or so, running for the school board. I look back, and my family's been a Council Rock for a long time. 22, I think 22 or 23 people in my immediate family graduated Council Rock, so it's time to get back in that, right? So I really want to take it out there. But this is about balance. We have 3 members of the board, including myself and Ed Farley, one person from Wakefield who's going to change the makeup of the board, and we have a projected tax increase in just that of about 9%. I think Ed did the same math I did last week when we were up in the third meeting with the pension obligations that this year is going very quickly going to 32 million. So we're looking at tax increases just for that, and we're also looking at repairing and improving our facilities, and we have to keep our quality of education going. You know, we have to compete with every other school in the state and in the nation. It's very, very important. So it's about balance. Finance, heads of finance, our leading is obviously going to be the first numbers, but we have to work with the other members of our board and keep our education good and keep it affordable.
One final thing to do that I'm really delighted to do. Some of you may be aware that we as a committee, now that we're actually making some money and have some successful fundraisers, decided to institute a scholarship. So we'll be doing a scholarship every year on behalf of the Northampton Township Republican Committee. And this year is the first year that we're awarding that scholarship. And it's a scholarship not just for some deserving student, but some deserving student who writes an essay on something related to politics and government. And we have our first winner here today, which I want to award a certificate to today. I wanted you to meet him. I will be going to senior recognition night in Council Rock South, and I'll have the privilege of actually giving a check to him that night. So if you could just join me in congratulating our first recipient of the Northampton Township Republican Committee Scholarship, Tommy Hinckliffe. Tommy wants to come up.
Smile.
Hi guys. Thanks for having the scholarship. It was a lot of fun actually writing for it. I've always enjoyed the social study aspect of life, and that's definitely what politics is. But a huge thank you to Mrs. Z, because she was on my back about this scholarship. She knew that if I didn't have someone pushing me, I might not have applied, and it's entirely thanks to her.
And tell us where you're going to school.
Penn State, Maine.
Wait a second. Tommy, when you were a little boy, and I had you in Sunday school, what did I give to you? This is to tell you how far back we go together sharing history.
Well, there is the beautiful painting of George Washington's crossing.
And so from a little boy on, he's been a history head and a lover of our Constitution and all of our rights. And I just think he's a wonderful recipient.
So Eileen, are we ready for drawings?
Yes.
Anybody else want tickets before we come out? Okay, here we go.
Let's, why don't we save the 50-50? Let's do those first.